tell you strategies for raising money.
今天下午第一部分的讲座里面，我们涉及一个非常重要的话题，就是如何为你的创业项目融资。
But for those of you who don't need money,
还有一些人其实不需要钱的，我看到你们。
I'm going to show you strategies for closing deals.
在这一部分里面，你们将会学到的是如何去完成一个交易。
It doesn't matter if you're raising money from investors, or you're closing a very important deal, or you're trying to work with customers, the strategy is the same.
在这里面的策略呢，其实是通用的。无论你是希望吸引投资人给你投资，还是你希望完成一笔交易、谈成一个订单，还是希望你让你的顾客买你的产品，这里的原则都是同样适用的。
So, let's start with the 10 commandments of raising capital.
所以接下来我们来讲，融资或者说找到风险投资的10大戒律。
So, commandment number 1 is know your valuation.
第一，我们要讲到的第一点就是要知道你的估值。
Now, with a startup, every startup has a value.
我们知道，作为初创企业，每一个初创企业都有自己的估值。
Even if your company is very young, you have a value.
即使你的公司非常的年轻，你也知道公司是有价值的。
And if you're selling any product, whether it's an investment in your company or some deal, you need to know exactly what you think you're worth.
不管你是要卖一个产品，还是向投资人推销你的商业模式，你要知道一点，就是你的企业、你的商业模式值多少钱。
So how I usually approach sales is I want to figure out what I'm worth first, and then I can go into the negotiation and actually have a clear goal in mind.
如果我要去做销售的话，我首先要做的一件事情就是去跟别人谈判之前，我一定要知道我的价值是多少。当我有了价值这个数字的时候，我再去跟别人谈，我才会比较有数。
So now with my company, Founder Space, we aren't raising capital. We aren't raising investment.
所以其实现在我自己的公司呢，我们也在谈投资，我们也在试图寻找融资。
We don't need money to grow because we're profitable.
当然，我们现在其实是在一个盈利的、一个正收入的这样的一个状态里面。其实我们不需要那么多的钱。
But whenever I go into a deal, I always think very carefully what I want from that deal.
但是呢，我们在做每一笔交易，在完成每一次的这个谈判的时候，我要非常清晰的去思考这个问题，就是我希望从这个交易当中得到什么。
And what I found works best is I don't pick a very high number and try to get them to pay something ridiculous.
而我从这当中学到的一个重要的教训就是，我不会用一个非常高的数字，通过这个非常高的数字去让对方付一笔很高的钱。通常这种方式没有任何效果。
Because usually they'll say no anyway.
因为通常情况下，他们都会说不可以。
And it also sets the wrong tone. It means you're trying to get too much money from them, more than you're worth.
而且呢，这一开始这个调性就错了，因为这时候别人都会认为你会不择手段的希望多拿到一些钱。
And I'm a big believer in long-term relationships.
而我呢，我相信人与人之间的长期关系。
So you earn a lot more money out of a long-term relationship than you do out of a short-term relationship, even if you get more money up front.
所以啊，我们从长远的眼光来看，短期时间如果你确实融到了一大笔钱，但是从长期来说，你可能通过长期的一种诚信的交往，你会融到更多的钱。
So whenever I do a deal, I usually come in at what I think is a fair value.
所以不管我在做任何事情的时候，和任何人谈判的时候，我会看重一点，就叫做公平原则。
Now, if circumstances are difficult for certain reasons for closing that deal, I may shift the number a little, but not a lot.
当我跟别人谈判的时候，如果我们谈到了一个非常僵的局面，那么有可能我会做出一点让步，会把这个金额往下调一点，但是我不会去做大面积的让步。
I almost always just say, look, this is the fair value. Unless you have a good reason why it shouldn't be this value, then we shouldn't do a deal.
我通常都会这样说，看吧，这其实是一个非常公道的一个价值。那么如果你觉得你没有任何其他的原因能够说服我这个价值是不值这么多的话，那我们其实就应该按照这个价格来交易。
And then I wind up with partners who value what we do, and we have agreed on a price where we can do the same thing over and over for a long term.
那么这样的话，你就找到了和对方达成一致的一种方式，你们会不断的在这个过程当中达成一致，那么形成一种长期的合作关系，在一起创造更多的价值。
When you have a company and you're raising money from investors,
当你有一个初创公司，并且你希望通过投资人能够融到一笔钱的时候，
how do you know what your company is worth?
你怎么知道你的公司值多少钱呢？
Well, I will tell you, every company has a value, and it's determined by the market.
那我要告诉你的是，每个公司呢，它都有自己的价值，而这个价值呢，是由市场决定的。
So what are people paying for similar companies? What are they valuing companies like yours at?
你可以去找数据，比如说同样类型的公司和你相似的公司，那么人们在收购这些公司的时候花了多少钱？
So the way to find out is to go and talk to a lot of people in the investment industry and get their feedback of what they think your company at this stage is worth before you go out to raise money.
所以，一个可靠的办法就是在这个时候去找投资人朋友们，去跟他们谈，他们认为这样的公司，你这样的公司值多少钱？那么他们会给你一个他们的估计。在这个之前，不要去跟你的投资人做任何的谈判。
It's just like real estate.
这就跟房地产是一样的，
Nobody knows what a home is worth.
没有人知道这个房子是值多少钱。
In Beijing, the same home may be 10 times more expensive than it is in Africa.
我们举例来说，北京是一个高房价的城市，那可能它比非洲的某个城市的价格要贵上10倍甚至更多，
Or 100 times in Beijing.
或者是100多倍这都有可能。
Right? Where the home is located, the only way you know the value is what homes in the same neighborhood similar homes are selling for.
那我们看一下，我们是怎么样为住宅来估值的？那我们会发现，一个住宅的价值，其实呢，我们是去依靠在它周围附近的类似情况的住宅是以什么样的价值来交易的。
Just like the same home in Beijing will have a different value in Xi'an.
同样的，在北京的同样的一座房子，如果把它搬到西安去，它的价值也会发生变化。
The same startup located in Beijing will be worth more than the same startup in Xi'an.
同样的，一个在北京的创业企业和一个在西安的创业企业，北京的企业要值更多的钱，
Because there's more capital in Beijing.
因为在北京，我们在这里等待的融资现有的融资会很多。
If you took the same startup in Beijing, in Silicon Valley, in Germany, that same startup will have a different value in each country.
假设你把同样一个公司放在北京，或者放到硅谷，或者放到德国去，你会发现你会得到完全不同的估值。
So you always have to talk to investors in the market where you're raising money.
所以你要知道自己的公司值多少钱，就必须要跟在相关市场里面的投资者去谈、去聊天，问问他们是怎么看的。
And when you pick your value, don't pick a really, really high value.
接下来，当你选择这个价值的数字的时候，一定不要去选那个最高的数字。
A lot of investors will just walk away.
很多投资者就直接看完就走了。
I had a startup at Founderspace. They were a great startup.
我在我的 Founder Space 里面，其实有很多正在孵化中的初创企业，这有一些企业是非常棒的企业。
They came to me at the very beginning, and they told me the value of their company.
他们在最初的这个阶段的时候来找我，然后告诉我他们认为公司价值多少。
They said our company is worth 15 million US dollars.
比如有一个人告诉我他的公司价值是1500万美元。
I told them, no. From what I see in Silicon Valley, your startup is worth 5 million US dollars.
我跟他们说不可以，不行，因为在我的这个判断里面，你这个公司的价值只有500万美元。
But I said, don't listen to me. Talk to other investors.
但是呢，我同样告诉他，不要只听我的，也去跟其他的投资人聊一聊。
Other investors told them the same thing.
而其他的投资人跟他说的是同样的话。
But they refused to lower their value.
但他们非常固执的，不愿意放下他们的估值。
They spent a year and a half trying to raise money, and nobody would invest.
结果呢，他们接下来花了1年半的时间来寻找融资，但是没有一个投资人给他们钱。
A year and a half later, they lowered their value.
过了1年半之后，他们把估值降下来了。
To what I had told them.
那么也是降到了我告诉他们的500万。
And they finally raised money.
然后他们开始融到钱了。
But they wasted a year and a half.
但你想一想，他浪费了多少时间呢？1年半的时间。
And other companies now have products similar to theirs on the market.
而同样的，他的竞争对手已经有相同的产品，已经在市场上出售了。
So they had lost their advantage.
所以从某种意义上说，他们失去了领先优势。
When you're trying to close a deal, it's very important not to just pick the highest number you can.
所以啊，去谈判的时候一定记住，不要去选那个你认为最高的那个价值、最大的那个数字。
It's much smarter to do the deal at the right fair value to all the parties.
聪明人他会以公平的原则来交易。
Get good lawyers.
第二就是你得雇佣好的律师。
So whenever you do a business deal, especially if you do it in America, really good lawyers are important.
这一点可能在美国更加明显。当我们在美国在做任何商业上的交易的时候，我们都需要律师，而且越专业的律师帮助越大。
Do you know how to find the best lawyers?
你知道怎么去找一个最好的律师吗？
So there are two types of really good lawyers.
有2种最好的律师。
There are the lawyers who are very well connected.
第一种好的律师是那种人脉资源非常广泛的律师。
They have lots of business relationships.
他们有很多的商业上的合作关系。
They can introduce you to the right people to do deals.
他们呢，能够把你跟很多的那些商业伙伴能够成功的对接起来，把很多资源给你。
These lawyers can be very expensive.
那这些律师通常都会很贵。
But if you're doing big deals, these lawyers are the best.
但是如果你做的是那种非常大额的交易的话，这些律师是能够帮到你的。
Because they can make the deal happen.
因为他们能够真正帮你把这个交易完成。
If you are doing smaller deals, it is better to get a very capable, lower-cost lawyer.
但是如果你的交易额没有那么大哈，比较小的话呢，其实更值得去找一些这个低成本一点的律师。
They might not know everybody,
他们也许没有那么好的人脉关系，
but they still may be very good at the law.
但是他们可能对法律业务很精通。
I have rules for how to judge lawyers.
我有我自己的去判断一个律师是否好的一个规则。
Good lawyers will always get back to you quickly.
这就是一个好的律师永远会在第一时间回复你。
I've had startups where they're waiting on the lawyer. The lawyer doesn't respond, and the deal falls apart.
那我们是曾经看到过很多这样的例子，就是初创公司，当他们问律师问题的时候，律师不能够及时回复他，那么以至于这个交易最后就不了了之了。
Before you choose a lawyer, you should talk to people who have worked with that lawyer before.
当你去选择一个律师的时候，一定要去跟之前跟这个律师打过交道的人去讨论、去交谈。
When you have an important deal, that lawyer should be there, even if it's in the middle of the night, to make sure you can close the deal.
任何时候，如果你要在做这个交易的时候，谈这个签合同的时候，确保你的律师在现场。
It's better to have a smaller lawyer that responds quickly than a big lawyer who you have to wait weeks to get them to do anything because they have too many big clients.
宁可你找一个不太出名的小律师，但是在任何情况下他都会回复你，会帮助你，也好过你去找一个大律师，但是他忙得没有时间来回答你的问题。
The other thing I look for in really good lawyers is that they understand not the law, not just the law, but business.
另外一点非常重要的是，一个好的律师不仅要懂法律，也要懂商业。
Because it's really important. The law can be very complex.
因为有一点我们要承认，法律本身它就是非常复杂的。
You, as a business person, don't have time to understand all the details.
你呢，作为一个商业上的一个专业人员，你没有时间去钻研法律条文。
I've had lawyers that when I ask them a question, they start talking on and on and on about the law.
我曾经就有这样的律师，我问他一个问题，他就开始说呀说呀说呀，一直在说法律的事儿。
Well, if you do this, there's this risk. If you do this, there's this risk. If you do this, there's this risk.
比如说，如果你这么做的话，你会面临哪些风险？那么做的话，会面临哪些风险？他一直说下去。
If your lawyer does this, fire the lawyer.
如果你的律师是这样说话的，立刻解雇他。
Really, the lawyer, you can never understand all of that.
因为首先你不是法律专业人士，你永远不会明白法律是多么复杂。
A really good lawyer will say, look, there's risk here, but just do it. Right? We know there's this risk, but just do it because this is the best option for you.
因为一个好律师他会告诉你，是的，你看这么做有这些风险，但是呢，我觉得你应该这样去做，因为这些风险值得去冒。
So really good lawyers don't force you to make the decision. They recommend a decision.
什么是好律师呢？不是那些把选择扔在你面前去逼你做选择的人，而是那些帮助你去推荐你去做某个选择的人。
If you don't know what to do, the lawyer will say, just do this. I've seen it before.
如果你说我什么也不懂，我不知道该怎么做，那可能律师就会说，就这样做吧，没错的。
Remember, no contract is perfect. The legal agreement doesn't matter that much in the end.
我们要知道一件事情，就是没有一份合同是完美的，所以在很多情况下，其实法律条文起到的作用并没有我们想象的那么大。
At the end, the most important thing is your relationship with who you're doing business.
在最根本的上，是我们与这个交易的另外一方的关系如何，才能决定我们合作的质量。
That is where you should put the most time, figuring out if that relationship, you can really trust them, if they will really do what they say.
那么就在这一点上，我们要提示大家，把更多的时间跟精力花在跟对方建立一个良好的关系和沟通上面。
The job of the lawyer should just make sure that your understanding between both parties is clear. It's a clear understanding.
而你的律师的作用呢，是确保你跟你的交易伙伴之间是相互之间理解的，并且这种理解达成了共识。
Yeah, so in my business, I have been very fortunate.
在我的这个从商的这个经历当中啊，我是很幸运的。
You know, in America, people like to sue each other.
你知道，在美国有那种诉讼文化啊，就是动不动就打官司。
Thankfully, I've never had a lawsuit.
但是呢，很幸运，我从来没有遇到过一场官司。
Because I think a lawsuit is when you can't communicate. You know, usually, if the person is reasonable and you can communicate and you're honest, you should never have a lawsuit.
我认为一个官司，一个法律上的这个争端啊，对簿公堂，其实是一种无能的表现，是一种沟通无能的表现。而如果你能够积极的去沟通，你们肯定不会走到那一步。
And when I'm trying to choose partners, I really want to find partners who I can trust and who I feel are honest people.
而在我寻找合伙人的过程当中，我一定会去找我相信的、我信任的人。同时呢，我相信他对我从来不会撒谎。
My philosophy is, even if I think I can make money with the person, but I know it could be trouble down the road, I just don't do it. There are other deals.
我的原则是这样，即使这个人交易我会给我挣到钱，但是呢可能会带来一些麻烦，在将来的话，那么我宁可去选择做其他的事情，也不去做这笔交易。
When I was younger, I broke that rule.
当我年轻的时候呢，我犯过这样的错误。
I did business sometimes with the wrong people because it seemed like, oh, it's a good deal.
我跟一些错误的人、不对路的人做生意，但是呢，我总觉得为什么不做呢？既然有钱可以挣。
It's never a good deal.
这永远都不是一个好主意。
It's never a good deal to do business with the wrong people.
永远不要跟你认为不正确的人一起做生意。
You will always regret it.
你一定会后悔的。
So if you get those warning signs early, you don't need it. It won't help you.
所以对人的判断非常重要。当你看到这个人身上有一些你觉得不安的或者是不喜欢的地方的时候，马上停止。
And if you don't know somebody is a good person or not, then don't do a big deal, do a small deal.
但是还有一种情况是你很难去判断一个人究竟是不是个好人。那么在这种情况下呢，我的建议是从小的事情开始做起。
When I came to China first, I didn't know anybody.
我刚刚来到中国的时候，谁都不认识。
How could I know who to trust and who not to trust?
我怎么应该知道究竟应该相信谁，不相信谁呢？
So my strategy was to do a little deal, a little thing with somebody.
那么那个时候，我的这个策略就是跟我周围的人从很小的事情开始合作，很小的交易开始。
Even if it didn't work out, it's not a big. I just walk. It's small.
即使没有成功的话，那我会觉得我的损失是很小的。
And then I would get to know them, working with them.
通过这样一种沟通和交换关系的话，其实我就可以慢慢的开始了解这些人。
And the more people I got to know in China, the more people I could go to and ask, oh, who should I trust? Who should I be working with?
而我慢慢的在扩大我认识的这个人的圈子的过程当中，我就可以认识更多的人。那么我可以去问我周围的人，你对这个人的评价是怎么样的？
So instead of trying to do big deals up front, a great strategy in a new business where you don't know the people is to break the deal down into a little piece, just the first piece, and try that.
所以一个非常重要的原则就是，当你在开始做事情的时候，千万不要一下子想一口吃个胖子啊，做一个很大的一件事情，而是应该把这些事情切小，变成很小很小块的，一块一块的去完成去做到。
And don't try to have one exclusive partner. Keep open so you can work with lots and lots of different people.
然后不要限制你合作的对象的这个数量。你不要只跟一个人合作，你可以跟其他不同的人合作，从中去寻找谁是最佳的合作伙伴。
Over time, you will figure out which people are more capable and which people are more honest, and then you keep working more and more with those people.
因为时间会自然而然地告诉你哪些人是更可靠的伙伴，哪些人会为你带来更长远的利益，那么你慢慢的就更多的去转向那些人。
So if you come to other countries, if you come to Silicon Valley, or you do business in Malaysia, or Thailand, or anywhere in the world, this strategy is really good.
不管是在哪里，是在硅谷也好，或是在马来西亚或者在泰国也好，这个规则普遍适用。
It works everywhere, and it gives you a lot of, remember, the whole process of doing business is a learning process.
那你一定要记住这一点，就是你在做生意的过程就是一个学习的过程，在这个学习的过程当中，你会尝试很多很新的事情和人，那么在这个过程当中获得更多的知识和了解。
And we learn by making mistakes.
我要强调一点是，我们在学习的过程当中肯定会犯错误。
So keep your mistakes small.
那么可控的事情就是去犯小的错误。
Make a lot of little mistakes.
去犯很多小规模的错误。
Learn a lot, and then you can make a bigger deal and hopefully not make a mistake.
去学习，通过错误去学习。那么，当你遇到很大的、非常重要的决策的时候，那个时候你就不会犯错误了。
I've also learned in China, as all of you know, that the network of people you know, the more people you know in a network, the more you can trust people.
那么我在中国也学到非常重要的一点，就是在你的人脉关系当中，你认识的人越多，你就越容易找到可以信赖的人。
So if you know this person, and then you know their other business partners, and then you know their family, and then you know the government officials who know them, the more people you know, the less likely they are to do anything to ruin your relationship.
我们都知道，在中国的这个人际关系网络是很有意思的。比如你认识一个人，接下来你认识了他的家人，你认识了他的工作上的伙伴，你又认识了某一个政府官员是认识他的。那你认识的人越多，这个人的违约成本就越高，他就越不敢通过某种方式来坑你或者是害你，使得你遭受损失。
So my strategy in China and around the world is to try to figure out everybody who knows everybody and have a relationship.
那我的策略是什么呢？在中国也跟全世界一样，就是要认识一个人，同时要认识他周围的这个人际网络，从而使得我的这个交易变得更加的稳固和安全。
Press. So when you are doing a company, it's very important at the early stages to get journalists to write about you.
下面我们要讲的一点是关于给媒体带来关注的问题。
You know, in our businesses as entrepreneurs, at the beginning, we don't have a lot of money to market.
我们都知道，很多初创企业是没有钱去做营销的。
The best way for most startups to break through is to have a story that people start telling.
那这时候获得突破的方式是什么呢？就是讲一个故事。
So you should think of your business not just as a business, how do I make money? But you should also think of your business, what type of story am I telling?
所以，你作为一个企业的这个创始人，你不应该只去想的问题是我如何去挣更多的钱，而要讨论的一个问题是我如何去讲一个我自己的故事。
In our world, human beings understand stories. They remember stories. They don't remember all the facts.
在我们生活的这个世界里面，人呢他是能理解故事的，但是人呢经常不能够理解的是那些事实和数字。
Think of the most exciting startups, most exciting entrepreneurs you know. When you think of them, you think of their story. Like, what are they doing? They've told it in a way that captures you.
我们自己去想一下，在我们能够想到的所有的那些有这个创意的，或者是我们喜欢的那些大公司当中，有哪些公司你知道的它是有故事的？
I will tell you, investors, when they come to you, they are usually investing in a story.
我可以很确定地告诉各位，当你的投资人他在你面前的时候，他来听的不是你的数字或者其他的东西，他听的是你的故事。
They are looking like, what's the story, the unique story of your company? What makes you so special?
他想听到的是你能够讲出一个多么与众不同的故事来吗？那么你的公司可以因此有多么大的不同？
So when you, at the beginning of your company, when you talk to the press, when you talk to investors, when you talk to customers, think of how you're doing it as storytelling.
所以，当你创立一家公司的时候，你对记者说话，或者你对媒体说话的时候，一定要想到你应该去给他们一个什么样的故事。
How will your product change people's lives?
你的产品如何能改变人们的生活？
That's a story. How will your product change society in the world?
你的产品怎么样能够改变这个世界，改变我们所在的这个社会？
What is your personal story? Why does this company matter to you?
你的个人故事是什么？为什么你创立的这个企业对你来说很重要？
So I trained myself to be very good at presenting.
比如说，我就训练了我自己，训练我很擅长去做演讲。
And when earlier in my career, I entered this big contest for my company.
在我的这个事业早期的时候呢，曾经参加过一个创业大赛。
And my company made games.
而我那个公司，当时的公司其实是做游戏的。
But the games we made were educational games that taught people how to be entrepreneurs.
而那个游戏呢，它其实是一个教育的功能的游戏，它教会这个玩家怎么去做一个创业者。
They were business games.
所以那些其实是一种商业游戏。
So in this big contest, where the prize was $1 million.
那我参加了这样一个创业大赛，这个大赛的这个一等奖呢是100万美金。
That's $1 million US.
啊，100万美金。Yeah.
Yes. In that contest, I wanted to win.
当然了，我肯定很想赢嘛。
So I told the story of how our business games would help children become better entrepreneurs and more successful.
所以我就讲了这样的一个故事，就是我们的这个产品啊，这个游戏软件如何能够帮助孩子们懂得商业世界的规则，能够让他们成长为优秀的创业者。
And remember the financial crisis in 2008 when the stock market went down?
你们还记得在2008年的时候那场席卷全球的金融危机吗？
Remember, many people in America lost their homes.
你知道那时候在美国有很多的人都无家可归了。
And they lost their homes because they didn't understand when they were taking out loans what it meant.
他们之所以会失去自己的家园会变得无家可归，是因为他们在当初签订他们的贷款合同的时候，他们不了解自己在签什么。
Because none of them, even all the way through college, ever had a business course. Most of these people didn't have a course that they understood what they were paying in interest.
我们其实这也是教育里面非常重要的一个盲点，非常大的一个盲点。包括在美国，从小学到大学的教育当中，没有一个专业的商业的教育课，以至于人们连利息是什么都不理解。
But my game taught this.
而我呢，这个游戏里面其实就恰恰教会人们去理解。
So in my story, I said if we want the children to be smarter than we were and not lose their homes, they need to learn.
那么我讲的这个故事就是希望我们的下一代，我们的孩子们能够比我们更聪明，能够明白他们在做的事情是什么。
Well, thousands of people competed in this contest.
这样的一个创业大赛有几千位的这个竞争对手。
And I made it to the finals.
而我最后进入了决赛。
And in the finals, I told my story.
而我在决赛里面呢，就讲了我的故事。
And I felt really good because I looked at all the judges and I thought, they are listening to my story. They understand.
而在决赛里，我讲这个故事的时候，感觉很好。我看向我们的评委席啊，我跟每个人都有眼神交流，那我就感觉他们其实都很喜欢我的故事。
And then the very top 5 people of all the 1,000 were invited to CES, the big show.
我们知道，在美国，在拉斯维加斯有一个非常重要的，就是这个消费者电子大会嘛。那么这个创业大赛的这个前5名呢，都会被自动邀请去参加这个 CES， 这是个非常大的光荣。
And they had different prizes for the top 3 winners. You had to be in the top 3. And the first prize was $1 million. The second prize was $850,000, and then $500,000.
那我们说这个3级吧，第1名、第2名、第3名。第1名刚才说了100万美元，第2名是8万5，第3名是5万美元。
And I thought, I'm gonna win.
我当时感觉特别好，我说，我一定会赢的。
But I was scared too.
但我那时候也很紧张，很害怕。
So they called off number 5.
所以呢，他们就去喊了5号。
And it wasn't me. And I was like, yes!
然后他们5号这个第5名吧，宣布的名字不是我，我说好，太棒了。
They call off number 4.
然后他们又说第4名是谁？
And it wasn't me. Yes!
也不是我，太棒了，前3名了。
They call off number 3.
然后他们又在念第3名的名字。
It wasn't me.
也不是
Yes!
我，我更开心了。
And then they call number 2.
然后他们又说第2名了，第2名的名字。
And it was me.
就是我。
I didn't win.
我没有赢，我只得了第2。
Why didn't I win?
我为什么没有赢呢？
I will tell you why.
我来告诉你们为什么。
When I heard the story from the winner, his story was better than mine.
因为第1名讲的故事比我的更好。
He told the story of how he created his APP to help his father who was dying.
因为他讲的故事是什么？是他如何为了挽救自己正在生病的这个父亲啊，要去世的父亲，他怎么去做的一个 APP 去做这件事儿。
When I heard his story, I almost cried.
当我听到这个故事的时候，我差点要哭了。
It was a sad story. It was a really good story.
这是一个让人很伤心的故事，但也却是一个非常好的故事。
Human beings, we are moved by our heart.
我们人都是有心的嘛。
Even the smartest investors in the world, when they hear a story that means something to them, they respond.
即便是全世界最精明的投资人，当他们听到一个能够打动他们心灵的故事的时候，他们会做出反应。
So the more personal you can make your story, and the more people feel like they know you and why you're doing it, the better.
所以呢，你如何将这个故事更加的个人化，与你自己相关，让更多的人能够懂得你、理解你，这是非常重要的事。
Investors will be more interested, customers will be more interested, and the media will be more interested in you and your business.
所以每个人都会为此更感兴趣，这里包括你的投资人，包括你的顾客，包括媒体，包括你自己，也包括你的整个的公司团队。
So don't ignore this. Don't just focus on building the business. Focus on creating who you are and what the business means.
所以呢，不要只是盯着去运营你的生意啊，怎么去赚钱，不要只想着这一点，更多的去想你是一个什么样的人，你在做什么样的事情，为什么你这样做是有意义的。
The secure social capital.
下面一点就是我们的就是社交网络的资源。
So social capital means relationships.
Social capital 这个词叫做社会资源或者社会资本。那么它表达的意思是你认识多少人。
People do things when they see people around them that they respect do those things.
那么如果你跟一个非常值得尊重的人交往的时候，别人对你的印象也会变得更好。
So with investors in China and investors around the world, when important people say something nice about the company, it matters.
当一个很重要的人对你的公司有非常好的评价的时候，这是非常大的利好。
So what you want to do to increase your chance of success is get important people to actually believe in you and believe in what your company is doing.
什么事情能够增加你的这个公司的成功率呢？就是你去说动那些重要的人，让他们来相信你，来为你背书。
A lot of the companies I see that go like that, it's because one important person said, yes, this is good.
我看到很多这种突然崛起的、快速增长的这些公司嘛，他们都是做到了这一点，让一个很重要的知名人士为他们说话。
Imagine Jack Ma. If he says even a small thing good about your company, it's huge.
比如说马云在中国，如果他对你的公司有非常高的评价的话，这是非常大的利好新闻。
It's the same all over the world.
在全世界各地都是这样。
Great design matters.
下面我们要讲的是设计。
So let me talk about this. Some entrepreneurs just focus on how do we make money, but they don't think about what the experience is.
我们刚才说到了一种视角啊，就是创业者的视角，只去盯着怎么去挣钱，但是他们忘记了一个更重要的问题，就是设计。
In today's world, creating a unique experience, something that feels really good to your customers and everybody who comes in contact with your company is important.
如何通过设计去提供一种非常独特的、非常高质量的这种顾客体验，这个东西的价值现在被低估了。
So, you remember every time somebody touches your company, meaning they go to your website, they see your business card, they do business with your employees, that creates an impression.
任何情况下，当一个人到你的公司来拜访，或者他去看你的网站啊，或者他见到你的员工，看到你的这个员工的名片，这些都是体验的一些接触点。
You should think in your business, what do I want to tell them? When I hand them my business card, how do I want them to think of my company? When they go to my website, when they walk into my store, whatever it is, you need to design that experience.
你要问自己，我希望这些人看到什么，或者说我希望告诉这些人什么。无论他来我的办公室，我给他看我的名片，或者是他去访问我的这个店铺啊、门店的时候，我希望给他一种什么样的形象。
Some of the most successful companies in the world have gotten there because of just design. They innovated on design.
全世界一些非常成功的一些公司，他们就胜在他们讲究设计。
The thing about design is it doesn't cost you a lot of money.
而这个设计这个词儿啊，其实不是花那么多钱的。
It's very cheap compared to developing new technology or building big offices. Very cheap.
跟我们说开发新技术，或者是去打造非常昂贵、看上去很昂贵的办公室相比，设计其实是最省钱的。
So at the very beginning of your company, you want to think about what do I want people to feel whenever they come into contact with my business.
所以你一定要会具备一种转过来的视角。也就是你在做你的这个初创企业的时候，一定要想到的是，我希望我的顾客、我的员工、我的合作伙伴、投资人感觉到什么。
So whether it's opening your APP, whether it's meeting your salespeople, how do you want them to feel? What is that? And you should take it step by step and design the whole experience. What do your salespeople say every time they meet somebody? How do they say it?How do they interact?
你有没有用心去想过，无论是人打开你的 APP 去用你的 APP 产品，还是别人去面对你的销售团队的时候，你的销售团队第一句话会对他说什么？你有没有去精心的设计这样一个过程？
I have seen startups that were the same as all the other startups, but what they did was they made their company very special.By designing the experience the user has.
我见过很多的创业公司，但是有一些公司和其他公司就与众不同，因为他们在处处都会用心，在整个与用户的这样的一个交互的过程当中，他们传达了一种独特的用户体验。
And then they went very fast and grew very fast.
而这些公司呢，一下子就发展起来了。
All their competitors stayed the same.
而其他竞争对手基本上还是留在原地。
Do you know there's a company?In the U.S. called Zappos that sells shoes online.
你们知道有一家公司在美国，一家公司叫做 Zappos 吗？这家公司是卖鞋的。
They grew very fast, and the one thing they did was they made their customer service better than anybody else.
他们有经历过包括现在啊，也是增长非常快的一家公司。那么他们有一点做得非常独特的，就是他们有美国可以说最优秀的客户服务系统。
Whenever a customer interacted with them, they made that customer feel so special.
这个是怎么做到的呢？就是说任何一个用户啊，跟他们的客服去交流的时候，去连接的时候，他们最后得到的结果都是非常满意、非常开心。
That's very low tech.
这其实不用花很多的钱或者技术。
But they ended up selling to Amazon for a huge amount of money.
而最后呢，他们这家公司就被亚马逊给收购了，而且是卖了一大笔钱。
So think about all the different ways that you can do that from the very beginning.
所以呢，想一下，当你创始一家公司的时候，你有多少种不同的可能性可以去做这件事儿？